to Mary Ella Show, our Valentine's Day show, part 2.
Yes, welcome everybody. I am Mary, and this is my very good friend Ella.
Hi everyone. Let's toast to the Valentine's Day.
Yes, and cheers to you, audience.
Cheers
We
to
love
everyone.
you. This is our part 2 of our Valentine's special. And how did you meet Dennis?
Well, I read that 1 in 5 couples, well, 1 in 5 says 1/5 of couples meet other spouses or their partners through their friends, and that's what happened. I come from a family with a lot of brothers, 5, and so one of our brother's friends knew my husband, and he brought him over to my mom's house when I was just 16.
Wow. She was a child.
I was a child, but I wasn't dating him at that point in time. I didn't date anyone at that point in time. I was just a child. So what happened was he came and he said the moment he saw me, well, this is what he told me after we were married, of course, but I didn't know that at that point in time when he came with his friend Jeff. And so he said that as soon as I saw you, I said, that's going to be my wife someday.
Also, he had the butterflies and the.
Well, I don't know if he had the butterflies, but I didn't feel any butterflies. We were just talking about his sister who was going to school with us, and we're just pretty much discussing all kinds of current events and anything that for about an hour or so. And then he left, and then I didn't see him until I was 18, because he was in the service at the time, and then when he was already out of it for good, he came over looking for me. But when he came over with my brother's friend, again, he was looking for me, and he saw me, but he didn't recognize me because my hair was long, but my hair was very long down to here, it was straight. And when he saw me 2 years earlier, I had my shoulder-length hair, and back in the late 70s, they had those perms, and my hair was permed. So he was looking for me, and he was thinking that I was sitting on the couch with my brother and his wife. We were watching the Winter Olympics because my brother loves watching anything that has to do with sports. And he looked at me, and he figured that I must have been the sister of the one that he met.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine when I was 16?
Wow.
Because my hair changed on my appearance so much, and he only saw me for like 45 minutes to 1 hour. So a couple years later, he came looking for the one that he met 2 years prior. Yes, and he looked at me, and I looked at him, and it was just like, I barely remembered him because it was 2 years, and at that point I was 18 years old, and he figured that I must have been the sister of the one that he met 2 years earlier, and then he found out from his friend that I was the same one, that was the same girl.
Different hair.
And so then we started dating, and one thing led to another, and then a year later, 11 months later, we decided to get married.
Oh,
yes. And we've been married now.
Love story.
40 years. That was 40 years ago. So, oh my gosh, I just gave out my age. Oh, that's okay. Maybe people won't do the math. Maybe they won't do the math.
You didn't hear that, okay?
How did you now, Mary? How did you meet your terrific husband, John?
In 2 ways, actually. I met, my husband and I, same type of thing. We met a couple years later. I saw my husband a few years earlier before we met at a bar. And he talked to my girlfriend, Cindy, and, I felt like I was second fiddle, I guess.
Really?
I don't know.
Wow,
But I was like, okay, whatever. So a few years later, I saw him in church.
Oh.
And I was like, that's the guy from the bar. So I'm going by receiving Holy Communion. I'm a Catholic girl. And I'm walking right by him, and I'm just like, I want to give him the look. I know church isn't the place you're supposed to do this, and I'm sorry, dear Lord. But I sort of smiled, and then my mother was angry because she's very protective of me, and she gives my husband this look like, what you doing with my daughter? And my husband, being the type of guy he is, he says, because of my mother, he says, I'm going after that girl.
Really?
So-
No, it wasn't because of your mother, because he liked you.
So since, after church, he didn't come after me, but I remember him from that bar. So the week later, I went up to him, and I'm like, I know you. And he's like, well, what's a nice girl like you doing here? And the rest is history. So I guess we met in church and in a bar.
So how long have you been married? Oh, extremes. That's extremes, but
Since 1987.
Well, so that's how many years we got?
I had one
30,
already. So 33 years.
33.
Going on 34.
34. Wow. You're right. You're
We're
catching up to me.
Getting caught up, getting
Yes.
caught
Oh,
up.
yeah.
So Ella,
Mm-hmm.
last week we talked about our favorite love songs. What are some of your favorite love movies?
Oh, I would say Gone with the Wind,
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Zhivago,
Ooh.
Bodyguard. That was with Whitney Houston.
yeah.
Casablanca. Oh my God, I love that movie.
Play It Again, Sam. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yes. And what other ones? Well, that was more about lust and love, so I don't know if that counts. I don't know if that counts. More about lust and love. What was love on the guy's side? I mean, on his side. He was in love with Sharon Stone when she played I forget the name.
She was beautiful.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a very, very. But the movie itself, the ending was phenomenal. That was very, very good movie, though.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as for me,
Okay.
since I like comedies and romantic comedies, I like When Harry Met Sally.
Oh.
I like the part when they're in the restaurant and she's like at the table going, oh, and you know the famous part in which
That's
she was
lighthearted.
yeah.
Lighthearted movie.
And I remember the older lady saying, "Oh, what would she have?"
I forgot about that movie. I gotta watch it again. I know I saw it.
And my not a comedy, but this reminds me of my parents who were so much in love with each other. They've been married for like 63 years.
60, how many?
63 before
63,
they both passed.
wow.
Their love story is the love
story.
No, not love story, but The Notebook.
Yeah. Oh, Notebook. That's a very good one.
I love that one.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, A Walk to Remember, a tearjerker, and my Disney Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, well, how about Cinderella? My favorite
There
fairy
you
tale.
go.
Cinderella. That's a big love, beautiful love story.
So
And Titanic, you have.
Titanic and Ghost.
Oh, yes.
So there's a lot of good shows.
Oh, definitely.
But anyways,
definitely.
well, I have an empty glass here, but
Maybe you
cheers
can
to
pour
our,
some over.
cheers
Here
to
we go,
our
a little
audience.
bit more here.
Oh, no.
Cheers to everyone.
Cheers to everybody.
Happy Valentine's
Yes, we'll
Day
see
to
you in our next
everyone.
segment.
A better beginning is in sight. A much better beginning is coming soon. Let us hope this Valentine's Day will bring peace and much more love. My Valentine, bring us health, bring us love, bring us happiness, bring us cheer and the brightest of days. My Valentine, you make my heart sing. My Valentine, you make my heart sing with joy. My Valentine, I love you. Woo! Happy Valentine's, everyone. Yeah. Welcome to the cooking portion of our show. Mary?
Yes, this is Crockpot Pot Roast. So here we go. The morning of Valentine's Day, before you go to work, wherever you're going to go for the day, you get your crock pot, and right away you put your meat, nice roast, in here. There you go. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to get some beef broth. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You pour it in there.
Okay. so you have a good chunk of beef roast.
Yes.
Okay, and a can of
Beef broth.
beef broth, yes.
And then we're going to put some salt and pepper to taste.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, would you like to help me put in
Oh,
some
yes.
veggies? I got
Okay.
some carrots.
Oh, a lot of carotene here.
Good for your eyes.
And potatoes, calcium. Did you know that? I didn't even know that potatoes contain calcium.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I gotta eat because I need calcium. I gotta eat
And
more
some
potatoes.
celery.
Oh, celery's really good for you. Yummy. And
And then, again, I put a little bit of more salt and pepper.
Salt
again.
and pepper.
Very
Yes.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then, then after that, you just put the cover on.
That's all you do?
And that's
so
all you
easy.
do. And it's easy.
That's
Let it cook.
very
You come
easy.
home and you have a nice simple meal for you and your husband.
Oh, yes.
And then after you're done, you take everything out.
Mm-hmm.
You drain the beef broth and, of course, the natural juices from the roast.
Mm-hmm.
And you put it in like in a pot.
Right there, the juices.
And there's the juices and everything here.
Looks
And
like-
what I do is, again, I will get a little bit of gravy mass to give it a nice brown color.
Mhm.
And to make it thicker, I'll put a couple of
flour.
tablespoons of flour to thicken it up.
Does it have to be cold or hot? I think cold, right? When you put the
I
flour,
usually do
yes,
cold, yes,
because
yes,
it
yes,
won't
yes.
dissolve if it's hot.
And then
yeah.
to give it a little zest, I like this from Costco. It's called
Oh.
Yoshida sauce. It gives it a nice little zest.
Oh,
And,
original
and then you just mix it up. And you pour it over your meal.
makes
and
nice gravy.
It
Looks
makes a
yummy.
nice gravy.
Oh yes.
And this is the finished product over here.
Mm-hmm.
Again, nice lovely meal with your wine, garlic bread, salad, and you got your celery, your meat, and everything.
Enjoy, everyone.
Yes, bon
Yes.
appetit.
Bon appetit.
Bye-bye. Happy
Bye.
Valentine's.
Yeah. See you next week.
These are the last words of this episode. Ella?
Oh, yes. So Mary and I have a quote, a very romantic quote, and I picked this one. This Valentine's quote, in quote, is by Reese Witherspoon. And so here it goes. There's no bad consequence to loving fully, comma, with all your heart. You always gain by giving love. Isn't that beautifully worded?
That is so sweet.
Thank you, Reese Witherspoon, for this beautiful quote.
Yeah, that is really nice. But mine is actually from another famous person,
Oh,
Ed Sheeran.
oh, I
famous
love his
singer.
songs. I love his songs.
And this is a quote from one of his songs. All that you are is all that I'll ever need.
Oh, so romantic. Gotta sign the cross over here. Oh, the cross.
Not the heart.
Oh, the heart.
The
Well, the
heart,
cross, yeah.
the
Well, the cross
heart.
can help. Yes, the heart. There you go.
Yes, yes. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe and comment because your comments are very important to us.
Well, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Mary, you have your wine.
Happy
Cheers.
Valentine's.
Yes, to our audience viewers and to everyone that we know, our family members and friends and so forth. Take care, everyone.
Take
Stay
care.
safe.
God
See you
bless.
next week. See you next week.
That's all, folks.
I love you. Woo! Happy Valentine's, everyone. Hey, we pulled it off. That's a good one.
Ella, what else can you add?
Pardon me?
What else can you add?
Well, we all know that George Washington was the first president of the United States.
Yeah.
And, of course,
Your
the...
part.